And at the first stage rehearsal, it became evident to me that Eurydice was dying in the wrong spot. Tatiana in Eugene Onegin. First of all, because she's very bookish and intellectual, and she's a dreamer, and she's sort of a late bloomer. She's someone that's like overshadowed by her much more flamboyant sister, but she very much comes into her own. And she's like the ugly duckling that turns into a swan, and she reappears in the final act as this beautiful, poised, admired person with a lot of moral fortitude. So yeah, I love Tatiana. In a nutshell, I would say it's a scholar in residence for a particular opera company or opera project. It's someone who, just helps artists, either composers, librettists, directors, designers, conductors, realize their vision. You do a lot of research, you get yourself very educated. The thing about being a dramaturg is that at the end of the day, you are rarely a decider. You're pretty much an advisor. You're an advisor, not a decider. And that is, it can be frustrating because you get paid to be the best informed person in the room, and so you form really strong opinions, and sometimes they're taken and sometimes they're not. My very first year as a staff dramaturg anywhere was at New York City Opera, and there was a production of Orfeo being done, and the production had come from elsewhere, so we were restaging it. And at the first stage rehearsal, it became evident to me that Eurydice was dying in the wrong spot. There's a very specific spot in the score where she's supposed to die. And I told this to our director of productions, who's my boss, and he said, well, you need to tell that to the director. And I was like, I was young, I was new on the staff, and I thought, oh my God. So I did tell the director, and the director, of course, was not happy. It's not a tough question, because it's Mozart. It's not a tough question at all. Mozart is sort of my beacon in everything. I would say Mozart was probably the most versatile composer who ever lived, in the sense that he exercised and mastered all of the musical forms of his era. There wasn't a form that he didn't write in, and there wasn't a form that he wasn't entirely successful in. Oh, that would be Mozart. Yeah, my main man, Mozart. And I would love to just separate some of the myth from the reality with him, find out. I think you get a pretty good idea of who he was through his music, but his music is so multifaceted. It would be, and of course, he was well known to be very convivial, really enjoying food and drink. He wrote about it a lot in his letters. So I'm sure it would be a blast to have dinner with him, but also to try to get to know him a little bit. And of course, he had the sort of famously racy sense of humor.